What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So within this video, I'm going to make a little bit of a prediction on where I'm going to see the price action go, but take this all with a grain of salt because it really all depends on what happens with the market. But what I'm seeing with how the market's trending and what happened with Terra Luna Classic, it looks like we may see more positive things that come in the near future once everybody does get online and see how much Binance did end up burning. Now, I told you so. I put out a video the other day and I had a lot of people that were like, this is just clickbait. There's going to be no burns. We're not going to see anything. It's going to be less than $1 billion. All of these other negative things where people just want to FUD. They just want to create negativity. And I was like, we're going to see a massive burn, right? I feel as though you're not going to see that completely get taken away, especially with a new CEO that really just came on board. You're probably going to end up having that play out, for at least this month here. And, I said that we would see a massive burn. That was within the title. That was within the thumbnail. And again, a lot of people said, no, it's just not going to happen. We're going to see maybe hundreds of millions, and that's pretty much it. But people don't realize how much in volume we actually have seen in the last week or so. And this is just with a week's worth of volume, which I think we need to fully break down what this could be if they decide to start burning 100% of the transaction fees and everything there. But let's talk about this Binance burn, and let's also have a discussion on whether we are going to see the burns continue for next month, and then also give my opinion on whether we'll see it continue for 2024. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. I do have an exit plan strategy for Lunic in my Patreon. If you guys want that spreadsheet, feel free to pick up that spreadsheet. All you have to do is be like the lowest level paid membership. So it could be the Discord and community level membership if you want to, or it could be the profit hands level, which a lot of people like the value in knowing what I purchase when I decide to sell something, and when I'm looking at something that seems pretty interesting. So yeah, go ahead and check out the Patreon down below, and also check out my Rumble if you guys want to follow me on that platform. But if we look at where Terra Luna Classic is right now, and take this all with a grain of salt, because while we have already seen the burns that have happened this morning, before we used to see it at like 8 o'clock, and we saw this burn at like 12 a.m. It was like once it turned to the new day, it was like that's where the burn really happened. But it was a massive burn for, the month of November. But currently we're seeing the price at 11.58. We did see it dive right around 12 a.m. We saw it start to dive, and it really started to fall down to this level, consolidate a little bit, and then drop down, create a lower high, a lower low. And now you see this bounce from this, 11.4 level. And we're currently sitting at 11.5 or 11.6. Now we're consolidating where we are right now. And my prediction is basically that we're going to see kind of a catch up to the market, depending on what's happening with the market, right? It looks like the market is kind of positive. We're seeing it at a $1.44 trillion market cap. Bitcoin and Ethereum are kind of leading the way. And I think we'll see Terra Luna Classic that also picks up with that as people start to realize exactly how much was burned and how much activity we see there. Because people are shocked, the fact that we've seen basically a 4 billion coin burn, and we're not seeing a massive amount of positivity right now within the time frame where we see a lot of cryptocurrency positions move the most. So it's kind of shocking to some people, including me, honestly. But we have a lot of people that are not awake yet. Maybe that's where we'll see it play catch up to the market, and it already hit its low here of 11.4, and now it's bouncing up to 11.5, 11.6, and hopefully can push up and get to 11.8, as well as 12 and 13, and maybe even get to a point where it's 3 zeros and a 2. That would be phenomenal, but that's not 100% confirmed. But to see how much was burned was absolutely amazing. Now, the circulating supply, as you can see here, now sits at a 5.8 trillion coin supply instead of 5.83. It's 5.8 flat. Total is 6.82 instead of 6.85, I guess. So you are seeing that burn down. I don't know why I said that, because that's tens of billions. But either way, you're seeing it go from whatever that was, 6.825 to 6.82 or 6.823 or something like that. Maybe the rounding down. Same thing goes for here, because that's tens of billions if you look at the next level, just to make that clear. But you did see some that are a decent amount that has burned off. 4 billion coins that has burned off, just under 4 billion coins. If we use lunicmetrics.com, if you guys want to check them out, make sure you check them out on Twitter. I feel like they're doing great work, and I want to make sure they continue to do that work. And the best way that you can do that is just by supporting and using the platform. They've been tracking all of the burns, they've been tracking all of the information, and I know it takes time and money to do so. And they're probably like in the red because you don't really have a ton of crazy traction within the website unless you have people that are saying, hey, go check out this website. So I'm here to say that they're not a sponsor of the channel at all, but I just want to make sure that they continue to do this, because there's no other way of really looking at the burns if you don't have this. But anyways, if you see that top burn that's on the screen, you're seeing on today's date, the 1st of December, we see a 3.9 billion coin burn. And I put out on Twitter, I said, compare the 3.9 billion to the 760 million that we saw for the last month. We're literally looking at a 5x increase over over this position, a over 5x, which is insane to see that growth, to see that movement. And that's how much volume we're really seeing. Like one of the days, I think we saw like $700 million worth of volume, and majority of that volume is going through Binance. If we go over to markets and we look at the top two, majority of that volume is really flowing through Binance, where you see 38%, 6%. I don't know if you have any other pairings. So let's, I'm going to try and sort it. I guess it's not going to let me sort it, but you are seeing 38% and 6% for Binance there, meaning that you have over 40%, 44% that's going through Binance as a whole, meaning that out of the 600 or 700 million, you have close to half of that that's going through Binance itself, meaning that if it's going through spot and margin trading, you're seeing those burns that can take place. Now, not only are we going to talk about the burns that happened recently with the 3.9 billion coin burn, because it is significant and needs to see some sort of movement, we need to talk about whether we're going to see that continue for next month, continue for 2024. And my opinion is that I truly do believe that we will continue until the end of the year. Now, will it happen for 2024 is kind of up in the air. The reason being is because you want to continue what you started for this year, see the massive amount of burns that you can do, and see the impact that it's going to make. And I'm sure the CEO will address this. I tried to get on the AMA and ask the question, but they ran out of time and they didn't have enough time to get me up on the panel to ask a question. And I was going to ask about, the burns through 2024, as well as increasing the overall percentage to 100% rather than 50%. And what's the likelihood of doing that? Are you more of a supporter for Terra Luna Classic? And I think honestly, it will. I want to say that it will continue through 2024, but it's not 100% confirmed. So I don't want to sit here and throw you guys, this bone, when in reality it's not even that, right? It's not 100% confirmed that that's going to happen. So anyways, it's great to see a 3.9 billion coin burn. And I know some people are like, it's not enough, but it's way more than what we've seen in the past. In the past, 4 or 5 months combined, this looks better than all of those months together. That's crazy. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.